Hi, I'm Ephie Johnson, and this is Faith Forum. We've all heard behind every good man is a good woman, but some may prefer to say beside every good man is a good woman. And today, Faith Forum welcomes Pastor Brian and First Elect Lady Domeniek Harris to share with us about their church, By His Side Ministries and Side by Side Ministries. Welcome today. Glad you're here. I think I got all that right.
I think you did a great job.
So you have By His Side Church, right?
No, Bible Way.
Bible Way. Lord, I said it wrong anyway. Okay, so Bible Way Church, you're the pastor of that church. So tell me about what you're doing in the community, and I know that we have another program or auxiliary of your ministry, Side by Side, and I'm excited about that as well. So share with us, Pastor, about what you're doing in the city of Memphis.
Well,
or no, you're not in Memphis.
No, we're not in Memphis. We're in Oakland, Tennessee.
In Oakland. What's up, Oakland? All right, then. All right, share with us what's happening in Oakland, Tennessee.
Well, what's happening in Oakland, Tennessee? Well, we started a church maybe about 4 years ago, and out there, we're in the community. We've done some community projects. We've gone out to some of the projects out in Somerville. Okay. We've taken in some of the there's a homeless shelter we work with. We've taken in a homeless family. We've done things with them. Okay. And basically, we want to have a public face in the community and make sure that
people are connected. Right?
Yeah.
And so what I'm learning is from you as well, Domeniek, that you guys are getting in the high schools and the local elementary schools. So tell us a little bit about that, because you're working with the what we call first ladies or the pastors' wives to support their husbands in this effort. Tell us a little bit about that.
My husband has a vision for outreach. And because of his vision for outreach, he and I were talking about he really wanted to have a presence in the community. So through a lot of prayer, he and I, we discussed, so we launched a mentoring program in the high school. And so we're working with Fayetteville High School right now. Okay. They have just prepared the list. In fact, I got an email from them yesterday saying they have the list of girls. So we're going to take, as a pilot program, we're going to take 20 of those girls whom they're really having trouble with, and we're going to mentor them to see if adding a little bit of spirit to what they're getting already, if it will have an impact on those girls.
Wow, so your vision, Pastor, is to add a religious or more Christian perspective to what they're doing in the school itself, and partner with them to take that out to the children that are in the schools or the community. Tell me how that works.
Well, our focus is that we believe that as the body of Christ, as the church, we're to minister to the whole man, both the natural and the spiritual man, not just the spiritual side. Okay. And so in the school, we want to bring a Christian aspect or Christian worldview, but at the same time, we want to enhance their academics, their skills in the community, because there's a lot of talk about this being a lost generation. So so the church we want to kind of take a step forward and step in and kind of be that aid and that assistance that we need to be.
So are you guys, your church is a part of this as well?
That's correct.
So your members are going to be mentors. How does that work, Pastor?
Well, we have some of the members of the church are mentors. We have other people from other ministries that partner with us that's working with the program. There are other people with other programs. The Methodist Hospital out of Somerville. Wow. Some people in the school system. So we have there's a conglomerate of people coming together to work this program.
So you have lots of people, and so Side by Side is something I know you guys have developed for pastors' wives to come alongside you guys. So that's how you get that other group of people that connect with you guys. Yes. So share with me, how are they receiving that in the community with other churches? Because I got my church, you got your church.
Exactly. Well, the beautiful thing about it is By His Side Ministry, what it does is it supports the ministry of the pastor. In other words, it helps that first lady or the wife that walks alongside her husband, it helps her to help him to have dominion. So she supports his ministry basically through prayer. And the beautiful thing about it is that each one of these pastors' wives or these ministers' wives, all of us go through the same thing. Wow. So it's not, we don't base it on what church you come from. The common goal is to be a better support to your husband's ministry. Wow. And with that in mind, we've been able to put aside what denomination we came from. We've been able to put aside what our race is, because our common goal, number one, is to please the Lord, but also to walk alongside our husband in ministry. Wow. And so when that's your focus, it doesn't really matter what denomination you came from or what church you came from.
Just come together.
We're just coming together so that we can be revived and restored to be better equipped to help our husbands work the ministry or fulfill the call of God on his life. So
Right.
that's really what that ministry is about.
I tell you what, you got a side by side right there, honey.
I sure do.
Yes, she is working that.
She sure is.
Well, I think she and you together are an awesome team. I've heard about your ministry a few months prior to today, and I was just excited about what you're doing. And then I have to say, y'all are quite young out there doing your thing.
Yes, we are.
And that makes a lot of difference. And do you see that the young people connect with you guys because you're younger and not pastor from 62 years of service, but someone that's been 4 or 5 years into the ministry and concerned about them? Tell me a little bit about that. How do you connect with the young people?
Oh, well, we connect very well with the young people. As a matter of fact, prior to pastoring, I was a youth pastor, my wife and I together, and we did serve for 7 years. So we have a lot of experience working with the youth,
wow.
and so we connect very well with the youth and also people in our generation, people in our age group. So it's a pretty nice connection that we have.
And you have something going on November 4th and 5th. Tell me a little bit about that.
She can tell you about it.
Okay. On November 4th and 5th, we're going to have our annual Ministry Wives Conference.
Okay.
And this is the time that's been set aside where ministry wives come together. We get a chance to be revived, restored, be imparted into. We have a very special guest that's going to be traveling all the way from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas.
Wow.
Dr. Dorothy Patterson. And she wrote a book called The Handbook for Ministers' Wives.
Okay.
I read that book when my husband and I first got married. Absolutely blessed my life. And so the Lord really blessed for her. She agreed to come. And she's not ever been to Memphis before, so she was excited and thrilled to come and be a part and just to be a blessing to these other ministry wives.
So is this going to be at your church? Or is
No, it's going to be held.
A lot of people going to want to come.
No, it's going to be held at New Life Community Church, 552 East Holmes Road. And actually, the pastor of that church is Pastor L.C. Marr and First Lady Terry Marr. And actually, Sister Terry Marr is on the advisory committee for By His Side.
All right. Great.
So the Lord has blessed everybody that's a part of this ministry. We do this together.
Yes.
So it's not a one-man show.
Well, I love it that it's not a one-man show. I love it that you guys are doing it side by side. And I love it that you're going to have some support for some first ladies out here that want to get involved. So if you do want to get involved, you could go to myfoxmemphis.com and you can look onto their link and find out more about this upcoming event in November. Yes. Look, no man or woman is an island. We need each other to make it from day to day. When you find a trusted friend, cherish that relationship and be the same for that friend. Together, you can accomplish something amazing. I appreciate you. I'm Ephie Johnson. You keep the faith. And you guys keep working side by side. I love it.
All right,
well, thank you so much.
Thank you.